Jorge Estrada, despite being saddled with that ridiculous Elvis nonsense he was out with in the early days of NWA TNA, has certainly risen all above that. And I believe Jorge Estrada probably has the worst haircut in pro wrestling this side of Dan Wilson. Oh, Dan, I didn't know you were back.
See how you are, see how you are.
I should be talking about haircuts, for crying out loud. Junior official Jackass has called for the bell. Didn't know he changed his name. Is it illegal? Is it a legal change?
Might as well be. He's certainly Jeff G. Bailey's jackass and his bitch, but we won't go into that.
Let's not. Ugh. What a horrifying thought that is. Jorge Estrada and Jason Cross. This is an opportunity for Jason Cross, and he was really he's really going to relish. When I talked to him earlier on this week, he was rubbing his hands together with excitement over this opportunity. Because Cross has seen Jorge Estrada in action in the rings of NWA TNA, and I think Cross will have the number of Jorge Estrada here this evening, and the belt could very well change hands.
What little action there is on NWA TNA. Did I say that out loud? Jorge Estrada with an arm bar.
It must have been your evil twin, which is usually in attendance.
Drop down there, leapfrog by Jason Cross, arm drag takeover, hooks the arm.
And Cross deciding to stick with the upper body of Jorge Estrada, and frankly I think going for the lower extremities would probably be a better idea, particularly with Jorge Estrada's penchant for doing things off the rope, both second as well as the top one.
Springboard moonsault there. Estrada hangs onto the arm. It amazes me that a professional wrestling organization could possess contracts on two talents like Jason Cross and Jorge Estrada, and then you never get to see them. Well, you won't have that problem here on NWA Wildside. You'll see exactly what they can do. North American champion Jorge Estrada, the role model Jason Cross scooping a slam. But Jorge Estrada very smart hanging on to that arm.
So if you hang on to that arm, putting the pressure on that shoulder for any lengthy period of time, you can do some serious cartilage damage. And Jason Cross has withstood an awful lot of physical damage over the past year, for sure. Ooh, what a kick to the kidneys, yeah.
What a kick. Jason Cross's kicks are so lethal. Jeff G. Bailey even once professed that he was a black belt in the martial arts when Cross was a member of the NWA Elite. Of course, spewing from Bailey's diarrhea rectum of a mouth.
Beautiful.
Look at that springboard moonsault there. Arabian press by Jorge Estrada. Not enough to put down Jason Cross.
Bit of an excessive motion in order to just pretty much do a body splash onto Jason Cross. Cross obviously very impressed with the gifts of Jorge Estrada. Frankly, if you can get to point C without having to go to point B, by all means do it. Perhaps a lesson that Jorge Estrada one time should heed, but then again, you can't argue with success. He is the North American champion, for obvious.
He is the NWA North American heavyweight champion. Title he's been very proud to defend and has worn it with pride. In the corner, Estrada comes in, lands on the second rope. Oh, goes for a crossbody off the second turnbuckle. Jason Cross took a back step, put out a knee, and it was all she wrote for the ribs of Estrada.
That's what happens when you pay attention, as the role model is doing here this evening at Hardcore Hell.
And what experience the role model has gained within the last calendar year. This guy, look at that. Rolling leg drop, double leg drop to the stomach. Jason Cross, of course, had won the NWA Wildside World Heavyweight Championship from David Young, left the company under very mysterious circumstances. The circumstances involving Jeff G. Bailey and a little bit of threatening thuggery, money and death threats, but we won't get into that either. Match at hand is what we're actually interested in here. North American title, Jason Cross. Look at that, again, attacking the midsection. Both men seem to have a focal point of attack.
Well, actually, I'm kind of curious about Jason Cross's focal point. It was the arm a minute ago. Now it's the midsection. Cross seems to be slowly heading south along the body of Jorge Estrada, but still a lot of firepower left in the NWA North American champion.
Well, I think Cross working the arm at that point was actually payback for what Estrada was doing to him earlier in the match, hanging onto that arm bar and refusing to let go. Jason Cross focusing on the ribs there, and again with a running shooting star. What a beautiful maneuver, and effective to boot.
It's particularly effective because the risk is at somewhat of a minimum. He's not diving off that top rope. If Estrada has any plans of moving, Cross has the opportunity to put the brakes on the move at that. That's like one of those smarter moves you'll see out of the arsenal of the role model. And a rear chin lock.
It's amazing when a grown man comes off the top rope with a big splash. The impact is tremendous. When you turn yourself in that reverse flip rotation, the gravity, just the G-forces come at that much harder, and that shooting star press is just that much more painful. Jason Cross now, lateral press.
Not to mention, it's pretty painful when you miss.
That's why they call high-risk maneuvers, Steven.
That they do. We could write a number of chapters on that, Jason, based on what we've seen here in the rings of NWA Wildside.
Jason Cross could have his own book on high-risk maneuvers. Gutbuster from a fireman's carry position by the role model. Suffered a broken hand at the hands of the NWA Elite. Now trying to make his full-time comeback.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Senton splash. And Jorge Estrada is having none of it. But those kickouts are not quite as full of life as they were earlier on in the beginning stages of this matchup.
There's a roll-up. Estrada was inches away from retaining the title. What a hard clothesline by the role model Jason Cross, the native of Macon, Georgia. Trained on his trampoline, became professionally trained by John Phoenix, his best friend. They grew up together, they trained together. The NWA Elite sent John Phoenix packing from NWA Wildside, and Jason Cross still out to avenge that, but tonight the North American Championship is on his mind, and it's a good thing for Cross. He doesn't have his focus clouded, he's taking things one thing at a time.
That's true. More importantly from Jason Cross, he did not train with the light tubes. Valuable lesson.
Andrew Thomas just kicked Jason Cross in the throat.
Think it was on purpose, knowing Thomas, that's a distinct possibility. Or is just Thomas kind of clumsy here this evening?
Oh, what a power bomb by Estrada. Rolled through in a bridge.
Cross bridging up himself.
Thomas was almost in harm's way there.
What a pity that would be.
Oh, darn. Reversal there. Estrada sends Cross into the far corner. Jason Cross with the boot up. He has Estrada by that ample mop. Look at that 360 ace crusher. Unbelievable move by the role model.
Figured maybe Estrada was ripe for the pinning at that moment. Cross taking a little bit of time here, maybe perhaps not by choice.
Going for the shooting star leg drop. The crossfire missed. And Jorge Estrada is now left to capitalize. Jorge Estrada, catches Jason Cross, springboard flatliner. 2 count, only the role model able to kick out.
Estrada didn't anticipate that, figured that he had Cross's number. The role model begs to differ, but how much life is, how much breath is in the left in the lungs of the role model?
Front chancery by Estrada. Cross now has it. There's the brain buster.
Do a quick survey here. Yep, it is still the best brain buster in North America. Cross on top of Estrada. Oh, a 2.9. Estrada barely gets a right shoulder up. And that was not a kick out. I wonder what side the crowd's on.
It's almost impossible to tell there, Steve. Oh, wait a minute, there's the Heartbreak Hotel out of nowhere. Estrada retains.
North American Heavyweight Champion, Jorge